We're at it again with another box of quarters, where I'm only 2 silvers found out of 39 boxes hunted on the year. Now I've had my fair share of W's and other types of varieties and some nice, better condition coins, which I'll take. But I need to find some silver, and I've only got 1 box to start with. Fingers crossed that this box gives me my 3rd silver on the year out of 40 boxes. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and I do have this quarter box. It is not a kind that I'm accustomed to hunting. A little bit different. These rolls are not my usual Loomis, so we'll have to see how this goes. I have not had a lot of luck in these kinds of boxes, but I haven't had a lot of luck on the year in any boxes. So I decided to go ahead and hunt it anyway and see if we can get any goodies. That being said, I'll be using my Clad Coinage Varieties mat. Since I don't find silver, maybe I can find some of the varieties that I look for when hunting quarters. As a reminder, the links to my mats, my scope, or anything I use in the videos will always be down below. No sense lollygagging. We've got 50 rolls to hunt and 50 rolls to see if we can find something silvery. Roll number 36, and we still don't have any silver. I pulled out a couple of nice 70s quarters, a 70D and then a 73 Denver as well. I'll keep those for my collection. But I bring in because I have found my first Salt River Bay quarter in the wild. And it is a Denver, unfortunately, but that's the first one I have found coin roll hunting. Hopefully the box has a few more, maybe a W, but more importantly, anything else for me? Let's find out. Roll number 48, and we're finally going to have a find. I see a W on this quarter. Looks pretty good too. River of no return, but it's got some scratches on the back. Either way, it is a W, and I'll take it. Oh, and I found another Salt River Bay quarter as well. Almost done with the box. Almost time for the wrap up. Well, that's all she wrote for box 1 of this hunt. And I say 1 of this hunt because we don't have enough finds to make it a video. The 2 for 39 on the year is now 2 for 40 on silver. It's getting tougher for me to find them, but I won't give up. In the meantime, we'll keep pulling out W's. I'll take another W quarter all day long. River of no return. A few scratches, but still a nice one. I didn't pull out the back quarters because there was a ton. I did pull out the Weir Farms and the Salt River Bay quarters as well. We got 2 of those found in circulation, my first 2. Like I showed earlier, I will always pull out nicer 60s and 70s quarters all day long. And that's not the DDO. I checked for the 70D DDO and a nice 73D as well. Outside of that, that's got to go back to the bank, and we'll be back when I get the 41st box. It's been a few days, and I now have box number 41 on the year. Again, as a recap, 2 silvers found in 2020 out of 40 boxes hunted. We are finding W's. We got our first Salt River quarters of the hunt last box, and I always pull out the nicer, older quarters. I'm dying for a silver. Hopefully it's in this box. I did pop the top at the bank. It is definitely circulated quarters. They're a little bit in disarray, so I'll organize it. Didn't see any enders on the top. We haven't checked the bottom yet. We'll check that along the way. All right, let's get after it. We'll see if we can find our first silver quarter in quite some time. Well, I'm bringing you in because we're just finished hunting roll number 1, and that roll actually had 5 Salt River Bay quarters in it. All Denver, but that's a good sign. A, to see if I can get some more nice Salt River Bay quarters, but maybe a Salt River Bay W. Don't want to get my hopes up. There's a few out there. I have not seen one. Maybe I will in this box. Roll 33. And with as many 2020 quarter designs we're finding, ton of Salt River Bays, a lot of Weir Farms, not even pulling out the back quarters, we finally got a W, and I already flipped it because it was actually reverse facing. It's a back quarter, American Samoa. But we do have a W with the privy on the front. I'll take it. Second W in as many boxes with as many of these designs as we have here. My hopes are still high we could find another W for Weir Farms or Salt River Bay. But if not, can we get a silver? Let's get back to the hunt. Well, we finished box 41 on the year, and once again, silver skunked. That's 2 silver quarters in 41 boxes. But we did get an American Samoa back quarter, W quarter, if you will. I will take that. It is always a good find to find a W quarter in a quarter box. No other finds worth keeping. 0. No varieties, no proofs, no nicer condition 70s or early 80s quarters, you name it, none of that. We did get an entire roll of 2020 Denver minted Salt River Bay quarters, as well as a handful of extras. Looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 50 quarters minted in Denver for the 2020 Salt River Bays. I'll take them. A lot of the Weir Farms as usual, but those will be going back. Because we only found 1 W and a handful of 2020s to add to the collection, which I will take because we had found our first 2 just in the previous box, we will try one more time, one more box, to see if we can get any more finds for the board. Once I get these rolled up, I'll bring them back to a bank, and when I have another box, I'll be back. Well, I'm back. It's been a few weeks. Just as a quick recap, we've got those 2 nicer W quarters, a River of No Return and a American Samoa. Got the 2 nicer 70s quarters. I kept 1 roll of the Salt River Bay Denvers, but I did come back with another box of quarters. It is the kind with the holes in the bottom, and I can tell it circulated. So I knew we would have a hunt today, so I'm excited to get into this. Let me clear some of this out of the way. We'll open it live, see if there's an ender, and then check for enders. All right, box number 42 on the year. We're trying to hit 52 boxes, 1 per week average. I'm hoping to score a silver sometime again before the year lets out. We're only 2 silver quarters found out of the first 41 boxes. That's bad. I know people say that they get more than that in their areas, but I don't. I don't even think I've ever in the history of opening boxes ever had a silver ender. Now that being said, I do see some uncirculated type rolls in here, so maybe we'll have some more W's. I'll always take W's. We will always try to find any varieties to look for, but my mission and my quest is to get myself my 3rd silver. Box 42, will it be it? I'll push it back. We'll start the hunt. We'll see if we can find something silvery. Roll number 9 of the box. It's not silver. I already saw it because I saw the reverse facing, a 2020 Weir Farms. And it's pretty beat up, but it is a W. I think only my 2nd one ever found. I will take it. 3rd W in as many boxes. Well, roll 19 is going to yield another W quarter because 2nd coin in, I see a W. I just pulled this River of No Return and checked it. It wasn't a W. Go to the next one, I see it's a W. What's it going to be? San Antonio Missions. We now have 4 of the possible 8 W quarters minted from 2019 and 2020. Well, box 42 has been hunted, and believe it or not, we actually didn't get any silver. That's odd. Just playing, but at the end of the day, 42 boxes now hunted on the year, only 2 silvers, but it was still a decent box. We added a few more W's, and I flipped them to the reverse showing so that I remember which ones we had. We got a 2019 San Antonio Missions and a 2019 River of No Return, and then 2 from 2020, American Samoa and Weir Farms. That box had a ton of Salt River Bay quarters in it, both from Denver and a decent amount from Philadelphia. Those are my first from Philadelphia, so I'll be holding on to those. We also added a couple of nice 85 Phillies. I'll cherry pick to those 2 and see if one of them upgrades. I think I need a better 85 for my album. And then I did find 2 beautiful 2001 New York State quarters, a Denver and a Philly. And I don't think I have a good Philadelphia example. And for being found in a box and 19 years old, it's not that bad. It might actually be an addition to my album in that condition. That's it. We're going to stop this quarter hunt at 3 boxes No sense in bringing you along the way any longer in this video. Of course, I'll continue to look for varieties, proofs, silver, W's, you name it. We just didn't get any more silvers in this 3-box hunt. Like I said, that makes 2 year-to-date silvers and 42 quarter boxes hunted this year. Crazy. Hopefully, despite the lack of silver, you still enjoyed the video, and if you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.